Okay, everyone, we are going to continue now our study. We are going to go to our student book, page 66, and we are going to now do reading, okay? I'm sorry, we're going to do writing. And this is different because now you're not practicing reading and comprehension. What you're focusing on now is writing, how you should write, how you can write a good a text. Okay, so when you read something now, you're trying to understand how to do the same and make how to create the same text, the same paragraph, the same structure. Okay, so this is what you have to do. So let's go to page 66, lesson E, and let's see what you're going to study now. So open your book, and that's what you have. You see in the screen. You have today's lesson. So before you write, let's go to before you write. Look at the picture and answer these questions. Who are the people in the picture? Who are the people in the picture? Do you know? Do you have a clue? Where are they? Can you guess where they are? What are they doing? Look at the picture. What do you think they're doing? Do you think the young woman is doing something important? Yes or no? And then explain your answer. Why or why not? Okay? So now let's go to the next section. We have the paragraph here. I want you to pay attention to how this paragraph was written, the structure, and before we write, let's focus on this box here. Okay? Let's focus on this box here. Focus on this box. Make your writing more interesting by including specific details that answer the questions who, what, where, when, why, and how. So what the book's saying is telling you that when you try to write a good paragraph about you or about someone else or about anything, as you write, as you think about your paragraph, try to answer the questions who, what, where, when, why, and how. So as we read this paragraph, I want you to have these questions in your mind. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay? So let's go here and let's read it together. Okay? Story lady. My friend Vivienne is one of the most compassionate people I have ever met. After college, she wanted to do something truly worthwhile, so she spent a year working as a literacy volunteer in northeastern Brazil. At the time, this area didn't have any libraries, so Vivienne traveled to different schools in a mobile library van. As soon as she arrived at a school, the children would run outside and shout, "Story lady! Story lady!" Then everyone went inside, sat down, and listened quietly while she read them a story. Vivienne made a huge difference in these children's lives. She introduced them to literature and taught them to love reading. Today, she still gets letters from children who remember her generosity and kindness. Okay, good. So now we are going to go to next page, page 67. And as we look at page 67 now, we are going to do some exercises and look at exercise C. Open your book go to exercise C. So having the paragraph, the text that we just read in our minds, we're going to answer these questions, okay? We are going to answer this exercise. So write the words who, what, where, when, why, or how next to the details from the paragraph. So if you see these details here, try to think, what question does this detail answers? For example, my friend Vivienne answers the question, who? So now let's go to number 2, after college. What does after college answer? What kind of question? So now, when you go here, it answers the question, when. So now what you can do is you can pause now and try to do it by yourself, or you can just continue and follow the correction, or you can just do the exercise along with me, okay? So now let's go to number 3, a literacy volunteer. What kind of question does a literacy volunteer answer? It answers the question, what? Yeah, what she did there, and also who, right? Who's Vivienne? Vivienne was a literacy volunteer. So you can put both together, yeah, because it answers the these questions, okay, both questions. So number 4, northeastern Brazil. Northeastern Brazil was the place, right? So when you think about the place, it answers the question, where? Very good, where? Number 5, because the area didn't have any libraries. And a big clue here in this case is because. So because always explains the reason why, right? So the question, of course, it has to be why. Why did she volunteer? Why did she go to northeastern Brazil? Because the area didn't have any libraries. They needed a volunteer. Okay, number 6, in a mobile library van. So it answers the question of where, right? How they help children read, or how they help with literacy programs, but also it answers another question, right? How they did it. How they did it. Okay? Number 7, read stories to the children. It answers the question, what? What did she do there, right? What did she do there? So she read stories to the children. And number 8, taught the children to love reading. What did she do there? So it answers the question, what again? What did she do there? She taught the children to love reading, okay? So when you try to write a paragraph, you think about these questions, and try to answer these questions, and then you can build a good paragraph, a clear paragraph with information to your readers, okay? So exercise D is when you it's for you now to try to write a paragraph. So now you're going to plan a paragraph about someone you know, or it can be about yourself, right? But think about someone and try to make this paragraph. And of course, our answers will be different. So you can reach out to me after you're done, send it to me, take a screenshot, send me by email, and I will answer. I'll do the correction and see if you're doing it right. Okay? Um, so now, our next exercise is after you plan, paragraph D, do it on your own. I need you to write a paragraph, okay? Oops, let me just erase this. Let me just delete this things in our screen. Okay. Let me just now clear them all. Let's go to the next one. So see here, exercise number 2, you have to write a paragraph. So you planned the paragraph, now you write one. So as I said, send it to me, take a screenshot, and I'll give you a feedback on that, okay? Um, and after you write, you can do your own feedback by checking uh, about checking these items here, answering these questions here, okay? So that's one good thing for you to practice your writing. Okay, so now let's go to our workbook, page 62, and let's continue to work on writing skills. Let's go to page 62. We have another paragraph. So this is the same exercise we did before. So we are going to read and then answer the questions. If you want, you can pause the video after the reading, try to answer the questions on your own, and then come back for the correction. Or just follow through and do the exercise along with me, okay? But let's now read the paragraph. Tony is one of the kindest people I know. He has always loved music and singing. When he was 16, his grandfather had to move to a nursing home. Tony's grandfather felt bored there, and Tony went to visit him as often as possible. One day, Tony brought his guitar with him to the nursing home and played some old songs for his grandfather. Some of the other residents came to listen, and they all had big smiles on their faces. Tony wanted to do something for the residents in the nursing home. Every Saturday while he was in high school, Tony went to the nursing home to play his guitar. He taught the residents songs so that they could all sing together. Tony made a great difference in the lives of these elderly people. He made their days happier with his music. Now he goes to college in another city, but he still volunteers at nursing homes. He wants to become a social worker for elderly people. Okay, that was our reading. So now we are going to answer the questions. So who made a difference? Tony made a difference, right? Tony made a difference. So what did he do? What did he do? He taught songs to the elderly. Or you can write something different too. This is my answer. Okay, he taught or he played guitar to the elderly, or he taught songs. Okay, so why did he do it? Why did he do it? Because he wanted to do something for them. Okay, he wanted to do something for them. Oops, I don't have any space. That's fine. He wanted to do something for them. Where did he do it? At the nursing home, right? He visited his grandfather at the nursing home. When did he do it? When did he do it? When he was in high school, right? And how did he make a difference? He made their days happier with his song, with his music. Okay? Not that difficult, right? Do you have any questions? Just let me know, okay? But now we are gonna move and to the next page and we are gonna do exercise 2. And I think it's a similar exercise. So let's go to page 63, exercise 2. Okay, so now let's do exercise 2. Oops, that's the right one, page 63. Now you see that you have a diagram here. It's about Susanna, okay? You have some information here, and now we have to answer these questions, okay? So now let's try to make sense of this diagram here. So Susanna has the children's drawings on her classroom walls, now works as a teacher in another city, help the children have fun and forget about their problems, loves art, loves children, did art projects with the children, drawings and paintings, volunteered in homeless shelters when she was in college. So, okay, so who made a difference here? Susanna, okay? So now we have to answer these questions: what, when, where, why, how, and what, based on this information that we have in the diagram, okay? Let's try to do this together. So, question number 2, what did she do with the children? What did she do? The question is, did art projects, okay? Did art projects. When did she do it? When she was in college. Where did she do it? In homeless shelters, right? Easy or difficult? Why did she do it? Because she loves art and children, right? How did she make a difference? Helped the children have fun and forget problems. Yeah, forget their problems, right? It's an important thing. Forget problems. And what does she do now? What does she do now? She is a teacher in another city. Okay? So now we're going to stop here, but I advise you to do exercise 3 on your own. And if you have any questions, just send it to me. Okay?